Hello everyone. Today, we'll talk about an important concept in data protection: privacy by design and by default. These principles are at the heart of modern data privacy laws and practices, and they are especially relevant in our increasingly digital world. In this lecture, we'll break down what these concepts mean, why they matter, and how they are applied in the Philippine context, particularly under our data protection framework. Let's start with privacy by design. Privacy by design means that privacy is not an afterthought, it is built into a system, process, or technology from the very beginning. Instead of reacting to privacy issues after they occur, organizations proactively anticipate and prevent them. This concept was developed by Dr. Ann Cavoukian in the 1990s, and is based on 7 foundational principles. Proactive, not reactive. Prevent privacy risks before they happen. Privacy as the default setting. Personal data is automatically protected. Privacy embedded into design. It means privacy is integrated into systems and processes and is not merely a feature. Full functionality. Achieve both privacy and business goals, giving them a win-win situation. End-to-end security. Protect data throughout its lifecycle. Visibility and transparency. Be open about data practices. And finally, respect for user privacy. Keep user interests central. In simple terms, privacy by design means thinking about privacy at every stage, from planning, development, implementation, and until maintenance. Now, let's move on to privacy by default. This principle ensures that personal data is automatically protected, without the user needing to take action. For example, when you sign up for an app, only the necessary data should be collected. Settings should automatically be set to the most privacy-friendly option. Users should not have to manually opt out of data sharing. It should already be off by default. Think of it this way: if privacy by design is about how systems are built, privacy by default is about how systems behave automatically. In summary, privacy by design means building privacy into systems, processes, and technologies from the very beginning. It is a proactive methodology to prevent privacy risks before they materialize. While on the other hand, privacy by default means ensuring personal data is automatically protected without requiring user intervention. And data minimization is the standard operating mode. Why are these concepts so important? First, data breaches are increasing. Organizations that fail to protect personal data risk financial loss, legal penalties, and reputational damage. Second, users are more aware of their rights. People expect transparency and control over their personal information. Third, compliance with laws. Many global regulations, such as the GDPR and the Philippines Data Privacy Act of 2012, require these principles. But beyond compliance, privacy by design and default build trust. When users feel safe, they are more likely to engage with digital services. Let's now bring this into the Philippine context. In the Philippines, data privacy is governed primarily by the Data Privacy Act of 2012, or Republic Act No. 10173. This law aims to protect personal information, while ensuring the free flow of information, for innovation and growth. The National Privacy Commission of the NPC is the body responsible for enforcing this law. Although the law does not always explicitly use the exact phrases, privacy by design, and privacy by default, these principles are clearly embedded in its requirements. For example, data minimization: only collect what is strictly necessary for the specified purpose. Purpose limitation: use data only for lawful, specific, and legitimate purposes declared. Security measures: implement robust technical, organizational, and physical safeguards. Accountability: demonstrate compliance and take responsibility for data processing. Additionally, organizations are required to conduct privacy impact assessments, or PIAs. These assessments are a key tool in implementing privacy by design because they identify risks early in the development of systems or projects. So how do we actually apply these principles in real-world Philippine settings? Let's look at a few examples. For government digital services, when developing platforms like online portals for national ID registration or public services, agencies should limit data collection to essential fields, encrypt sensitive data, provide clear privacy notices in Filipino and English. For schools and universities, educational institutions collect student data such as grades, health information, and contact details. Applying privacy by design means restricting access to authorized personnel only, using secure systems for storing student records, ensuring online learning platforms do not over-collect data. For businesses and startups, for companies, especially tech startups, privacy should be part of product development. Build apps with secure authentication. Use anonymization or pseudonymization where possible. Make privacy settings easy to understand and accessible. For healthcare systems, hospitals and clinics handle highly sensitive personal data. They should implement strong access controls, use audit trails to track data access, ensure patient consent is properly obtained and documented. Despite its importance, implementing these principles in the Philippines comes with challenges. And here are some of them. Limited awareness among small businesses and local government units. Resource constraints, especially for cybersecurity infrastructure. Rapid digitalization, sometimes faster than regulatory adaptation. Human factors, such as lack of awareness and training, or insider threats. Addressing these challenges requires education, investment, and strong enforcement. To wrap up, privacy by design and privacy by default are not just technical concepts, they are guiding principles for responsible data handling. In the Philippine context, these principles align closely with the Data Privacy Act of 2012 and the efforts of the National Privacy Commission. As future professionals, developers, policymakers, or even everyday users, we all have a role to play in protecting personal data. Remember, build systems with privacy in mind from the start. Ensure privacy is the default, not the exception, and always respect the rights of individuals over their personal information. Thank you for listening, and I hope this lecture helps you better understand how privacy can, and should, be built into everything we do. Again, privacy is not an option, and it is not about secrecy, it is about having better control over how your personal information is used.